Hey, what's up, folks? Thank you for stopping by the channel. I do appreciate you watching my videos. I know your time is limited. Welcome to WTF Mortgage. This is going to be the interest rate update for the week of March 5th, 2024, brought to you by me. Now, pricing does change, and I'm referring to interest rate pricing. It does change all throughout the day, every day, but typically it's not enough to post videos every day. That's why I do these maybe weekly or every other week. Also, please keep in mind the purpose of this video is not to show you my wonderful rates. The purpose of this video is to lay the foundation to help you shop for mortgages like a pro. And this video is one component of that, or I should say this series of videos is one component of that. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it before you get bored to death. All right, so what you're looking at here, these are the interest rates that I made a video on about last week. And of course, as you can see, this is the pricing for this week. You will immediately notice that pricing has gone down. Last week, for example, this 5.75 rate cost $15,837 in fees. This week, $14,430. So what does that mean? Well, not a whole lot right now. I need a few more days to sort of establish a trend to see what's going on. I won't make any claims as to what is going on until end of this week or next week. But it's a good sign nonetheless. And same thing with the this rate here, the 7.25. You'll notice it was $280 in fees last week, and this week it's no fees with a $399 credit. On the left here, you have the note rate or advertised rate. I'll often refer to this as right here on the left. This is the rate that you will see on the websites or social media or wherever mortgage companies are advertising. This is the advertised rate. On the right here, this is the annual percentage rate or APR. And over here, these are the fees. Now, you will rarely see all three of these together, the advertised rate, the APR, and the fees. The reason for that is this. First off, lenders are not required to show you their interest rates on their websites. They don't have to show that. In fact, if you go around shopping online, you can find 100 lenders and only a few of them, relatively speaking, will have their rates posted. They don't have to show the rates. And then when they do show the rates, they do not have to show you the fees, but they do have to show you a representation of the fees in the form of the annual percentage rate or APR. And that's what the APR can be used for, at least one of the things it could be used for when shopping for a loan. When the rate here, this advertised rate, look at this 7.25 for example, and the APR are the same, that indicates there are no fees associated with that advertised rate. And when there are fees associated with the advertised rate, the APR will be higher than the advertised rate. And as you can see here on this 5.75 and this 6.141 APR, the higher the APR is above the advertised rate indicates more and more fees associated with that rate. In other words, the spread between the advertised rate and the APR. If you'll notice, 5.75 to the 6.14 spread compared to this very small spread, the 6.75 to the 6.850 spread. That's why this one you'll see is only $3,559 in fees, and that one is $14,000. Now I'll bring up one other feature of the APR, and that is you'll notice even though this one has 14,430 fees compared to say the 7.25 that has no fees and a credit, you'll notice that the APR is lower. See this 6.141 APR compared to this 7.250 APR. So what that indicates is that over 30 years, this one will save you a lot more money. The 6.141 lower APR indicates a bigger savings over 30 years. And of course, what probably just went through your head right now is, who the hell is going to keep their mortgage for 30 years? And you are right. Most people are refinancing or selling their home before that 30-year point. But again, it is a good measuring stick to go by. All right. So that's the rate, APR, and fee relationship. Let's go ahead and get into the disclosures. All right, let's talk disclosures really quick. Look down here at the bottom. You see this? This is a pricing disclosure. This pricing disclosure lets you know the terms that these interest rates are based on. Any lender that advertises interest rates is required to show you the disclosures. These disclosures will show you things like the credit score you must have to qualify for what they're advertising, the loan amount you must have, the value you must have. And if your credit score, for example, is a 680 score, this pricing is based off 740, your interest rate pricing is going to vary. Same thing with the loan amount. If you have a different loan amount, your interest rate pricing is going to vary. So you really have to keep that in mind. In fact, let me show you one live example of another company's disclosures. So we're on Quicken's website here, of course, and you can see here at their 30-year fixed rate, they're showing a 7.125 rate with a 7.449 APR. So you just went through my mini class a couple minutes ago. You know that this APR is higher than this rate. This indicates that there are fees associated with this rate. Now over here, this shows the disclaimer section here. Now, most lenders or many lenders show this as disclosures, including myself, my company, but some lenders show this as a disclaimer. It's the same thing. So you want to click on this disclaimer, and that'll pull up the terms that I just showed you on the on my page there, the terms that the interest rates are based on here. And you can see here they're showing, the rate and the APR, the amount of points even associated with it, the size of the loan, etc. So you always want to check out that disclosure or disclaimer section. Now, it's really good that Quicken does what we do, and we put it right out front prominently so everyone can see it. And some of these sneaky websites will make you scroll down or do something tricky in order to find their disclosure section, and that's just really piss poor. So this is a good job that Quicken puts this right out front. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in and watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something. This concludes the interest rate update for the week of March 5th, 2024. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one. Do you have to go pee?